Vote. Priorities. Managing 101. Getting your priorities straight. The first task of a manager in managing to sustain is to be a motivator. And the second is to be a taskmaster. Natalie Dolph, can you talk to me about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
So you want to like pump your team up about the
Why
amount
don't
of
you give
money.
me an example of somebody who's showing up late in the store? Somebody who has a problem with showing up late in the store. How we can be a motivator first and taskmaster second.
Okay, so somebody who's showing up late in the store. The first thing I'm gonna do is say, is point out other days, how many people have turned in the first show, how many people have turned in the first, if they do their show right at 9, so that they can see how much money they've lost already by starting late. Because and one of my examples is I've had lots of times where my 9 o'clock show I did a 16-piece turn. The rest of the day I was right around 5. I never got that 16-piece turn back. And if I never did that first show, I would have never gotten that. And that's half my sales for the whole day. So you came in late today. You already missed 3 pitches. You've already lost. Even if you only did 1, you lost 3 sets on your whole entire day already.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Now,
So,
the person keeps showing up late. Then you become a taskmaster.
right. So now I'm in a taskmaster. Awesome. You have to clock in at 8:30 every AM. I need to clock in from you at 2:30 every PM. I need to also see a picture of your booth after you've set up.
Yep.
And
Because
then
that's your job, and if you're not doing your job, you aren't
8:30
going to have your
times
job.
16 things of produce.
And then I need to see a
Somebody
text
needs to read your
message from you
schedule.
with every single show after every single demo.
Good. So motivating is about turning.
Like,
Always turn them first to get them to do their job. Motivate them to do their job. If motivating ain't working, and they're just still not doing their job, even after you played your turn, well, first you got to work on your turn a little bit yourself. And then you got to crack down, and crack down hard.
And not
Does
to
not have a job.
not to down what you said, Natalie, I'm saying, but I actually take it one step further. We did this in Chicago. We had a gentleman that was late all the time. He's still with us, you know what I'm saying? But we started Mr. Smith. I said, Mr. Smith, what time does this gentleman have to wake up in the morning to get to his shift? He's like, well, you have to wake up at this
Yes.
time. I said, great, call him. Wake him up.
Every single morning. I'd be like, good morning. How are you doing? Just wanted to touch base with one of my favorite agents. I know you're already on the way to the store because it's 45 minutes away and it's 45 minutes before 9. So just wanted to say hey and have a great day.
I love it.
But I took it all the way to the first point of the initial problem, getting in your car and driving to work. You've got to break it all the way back down when you're looking at problems. If you're going to be a taskmaster, you have to be a true taskmaster. Think about it all the way to the end. What's making them late? Getting to work. What's making them late? Getting to work. Getting up on time and getting ready to go to work. Great, let's start all the way at the beginning of that day. Because if they can't ever get that, they're never going to be able to do this job right. So if you can't train them to get up on time to go to work, there's probably somebody that's not going to be able to work here ever again. So you've got to go back down all the way to the original root problem when you're looking at being a taskmaster.
And the thing that helps that Chad taught me too is setting those reminders on your phone. So I have reminders that start the second I wake up. So if I miss my alarm, I'm going to get up anyway because there's a reminder telling me to do so. But there's no sleeping in. It's awesome. But it's like it pops, it pop up, and I'm like, oh, 8:30, time to make sure everyone's clocked in. Okay, where are you?
Yeah.
I've got one of those to me. Hey, you're
We
in
do
a
it
new
too.
store yet? He's like, I'm not a single leg today. I'm like, oh.
The third priority of any district manager in this company is team building. The team is truly crucial for success. And it shows.
Yep.
There's a reason why 12% of this company is making 25% of the sales. It's because those are the areas with the strongest teams. We went over team building a lot in the first conference, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The other things below, sustainer. What sustaining means is making sure that you are creating a positive atmosphere for the store. That your reps are making customers happy and they're making managers happy. Because nobody's, as much as you can complain about working a difficult store, nobody's going to be getting any paychecks if we lose the store contract. So the first priority, make the stores happy. And lastly, you're an organizer. What do I mean by organizing? I mean you're writing the schedule, you're sending your inventory, you're doing all of those little email-y things that I went over in detail at the first conference. Now that's not to say that you don't need to meet your deadlines when it comes to writing a schedule. It just means that you need to be paying attention to these things all the more. Because I'm still going to end up being, I've motivated you guys plenty at this point to put in your schedules and do all of your organization things on time. If you aren't doing your organization things, I'm going to be a pretty hard taskmaster on you about it at this point in the game.
And can I say something on the organizer part for you, Mr. Coffey, Mr. Roccaforte, and myself, and also HR and corporate? Everyone has to remember that on a daily basis, we probably, I don't know, would you agree, Mr. Coffey, average 250 emails a day sometimes?
Yeah.
Ish? Okay.
Yes.
Same here, plus, which is why I've cut out a lot of my spam, meaning spam things I don't need to know about that are happening in the company. But I say that because, say you do send your schedule, and it's coming the time that you need to get it done and sent in, and Mr. Coffey didn't see it, I didn't see it, maybe something didn't happen and it's not there. At that point, it's about up to you to make that happen. You know, it isn't, I did it and I sent it, I'm just waiting around and sitting. It's actually up to you to take a proactive role. You know, I know, Ms. Dolph, you're really good about that with me. You know what I'm saying? The things, if I don't see something right and need to, you get on me about it and you make sure that I get it done, because at the end of the day, you know it's you, not me. And it's the same thing that we would like to see. When there's timelines and there's deadlines and there's things that are important, you get them done. No ands, ifs, or buts. Because guess what? If I want something from you, am I just going to let it go, or am I going to bug the heck out of you until it's done?
Yeah.
You know? So you can be the same way with me, and you can be the same way with Mr. Coffey. We'll tell you the truth. I can't do it now we're here because of this, that, or this. Like, you want to do this, let me do it right now, and then boom, if I don't meet that, get on me again, it's okay. It's not that I'm ignoring you as a person, it's just there's so many things going on by the hundreds that some things do get by, or some things may have thought they didn't. They get caught up on phones, and they get hung, and they get this. Same thing with the office. You know, I dealt with someone the other day. They said, I left a voicemail for someone at the office. A voicemail? We got live people there till 10 o'clock at night. Push 0 and say, my name is Joe Blow, and Chad Jude told me to do this. I need to get a hold of this person right now. You better believe that operator's going to get a hold of that person right now for you and solve your problem, versus waiting 3 days till they get a voicemail and then your problem's not solved. I'm only making sure you guys understand that when you're a taskmaster, an organizer, all these things, that you are the follow through all the way to the end, because at the end of the day, it's your name on the line, not mine when it comes to that. Even though you put something out in somebody else's hands or they may be responsible, you haven't moved the responsibility by leaving a voicemail or sending an email. It's still your responsibility to get done at the end of the day, by all means possible. The same way I would get it done by all means possible when I have to. So that's the only thing I want to make sure people understand. It's that serious.
Yeah. What you'll notice about points 1 through points 4, as opposed to organizer, is that points 1 through 4 all happen on the field. I don't care if you have 30 representatives. I have 100 representatives under me, and I still spend 90% of my time on the field.
Same here.
It was funny. 3 months. I've never felt so respected as an employee. But 3 months ago, I sat down in the office for the first time with Jeff Brandon in New Jersey, and he offered me an office space in the New Jersey office. And I've never felt so honored, but I also kind of had to just sit there and laugh and say, no, I don't have an office. The store is my office. The field is my office. My team meetings are my office. There is no reason as a manager that I need an office. So 95% of your time should be spent on the field, on the ground as a motivator, on the ground as a taskmaster, on the ground as a sustainer, on the ground as a team builder. Those little emails are only one little tiny iota. You can do it in your underwear on your couch at night and then spend the rest of your 8 hours of your working day in the store on the ground, looking at people in the face. Yeah.
And the good news is you can do every other pitch while you're in the store watching their face. And put some money in your pocket and teach them something at the same time. Exaggerate that essential they didn't do a good job at the pitch before and show them that essential first-hand experience. Now watch how slow I'm going to do this. And then do it and make a ton of money at the same time. And let them go up again. Teach them again.
Beautiful.